Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of the Savage Lands Season 2. And today, well, we got a lot of birds that we need to take care of. I don't know how and when and where all these birds were seeping into my fortress. I only know they do. And until we have found the hole in our defenses, we have to fight on. I personally am afraid the whole answer might be that those filthy birds somehow have learned to not trigger those traps anymore. It's the only answer that I've got for their behavior. Anyways, today we are going to continue our conquest against the goblins. We're raiding the next city. We're going to set up one proper tomb for our Baron, and in between, let's see what kind of crazy goodness we will get done here in between. A vile force of darkness has arrived. All right, what an opener. So let's see, where are they? So, the siege isn't. Where is the siege? Who's the siege? Ah, here. There they are. So a couple of goblin invaders. The walled kingdoms are currently on duty, so we will bring the daggers of watching into their first encounter. It's pretty cool because they are practically the rookies of our fortress, and therefore I'm really excited to see them in the first dispatching. So it's just a flock of goblin arches, the usual litter that they are sending to us. So let's see. Here we go. Or spear dwarves are making short work of these, and the siege is already broken. I pretty much assumed that this would be a very, very easy task for them. Competent, adequate. Look at that. A couple of months ago, these guys were totally green and totally incapable of doing anything great. All right, my men, we got this. This is pretty awesome. So let's make sure that these creatures are not in our doorsteps. I don't want that. And, right, that squad is finally on the road. It does take them a while to get there every time. And, well, let's say I'm a tad bit displeased about that, but, well, such is life. Alright, we're going to set up more of these here. Well, slowly but steadily, I'm expanding my city here with these. So, let's see. These raids are futile at best, so I'm quite happy with the current situation. Also, these are the first bedrooms that we can actually open up here. That's pretty amazing too. The Baron's Suite, I really like how it looks. I mean, I personally love the mod that I usually use for the look of metal plating, but I'm starting to get used to this one here as well. It's okay. It's not what I prefer, but it's okay. So more gabbro flooring for this place here. And yeah, the tomb. Let's get back to this one. So the miners haven't done anything here, of course, because holding is more important. So let's see, dehydrated. So my dwarves are seriously dehydrated, even though we got buckets in store. So how does that come together? So these buckets here, well, they are all in use here at the farmer's workshop, I suppose. So, there are people dying here currently because of lack of buckets, because I cannot imagine that anything else might be the reason. I do have access to water. You know, that can't be the thing. We're going to make one experiment now and see in the standing orders to just free up all the water zones. So let's see. Do we have any job cancellations because of a lack of buckets, maybe? So milk animal, need empty bucket. alone that is, so yeah, cancel give water, need empty bucket. Yeah, there we go. It's as a matter of fact, truly and only a lack of buckets that's killing our people here. That's simply outrageous. We cannot let that happen, man. This cannot happen like that. So, let's see. This is, Sazit has by now lost both hands. How? When? Jeez, what a life. What are you supposed to do in your life when you are Mr. No Hands? Damn. Okay. But hopefully, the bucket situation will get relieved there in a moment. So, let's check our metals. Well, let's make some fine electrum buckets on top of that. Let's go crazy. Just want to make sure that we seriously got everything that this fortress requires. So, yeah, those buckets are already on the road. Let's see. This guy's only starving, so no longer dehydrated. So, yeah. Now the orderlies are doing their job again. Oh boy. Okay, so the bucket crisis has been averted. Good stuff. And let's assign the discount tomb areas for the common folk. Oh, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? But that's basically still what it is. So it's a tad bit annoying to assign your tombs like that. Personally dislike it like crazy, but you know, this is nevertheless going to help us out to have burial spots for all those poor fellas. And the walled kingdoms are back. Let's see what what adventures they have experienced. So our conquest against the goblins is going quite decent. We haven't we didn't go for any of their larger zones yet, but ultimately I think we will. But let's see. All right. Here we go. So, reports. Raise dungeon domain. So that's this place. Only goblins got killed, and we have plundered a green glass oopslol. Let's say instrument, in case you were wondering. Backpacks, useful. Copper toy axe. Who would have thought that goblins have something like that? So, Lelam. Wasn't that? Whatever. So dungeon domain still does exist, the typical situation. We're going to send the daggers of watching for their first dispatch. So why the hell is this poor kiddo not in a hospital? Oh well. Obviously they can't do more for him. Jeez. So let's check out, are all the doctors in place? Yes, they are. Just wanted to make sure, you know. Okay, so yeah, just like I expected, the miasmus trophy is happening. I totally expected the miasma to go whack there. So let's see, we got granite. What's supposed to be here? Rhyolite. We ain't got any rhyolite. We ain't got any dirt. Andesite is pretty short too. Alright. So just like I thought, you let those guys out of your eyes for a short moment, and what's going on here? So Vutok is tantruming again. This ain't good. So one of our surgeons has been found dead. So our is no good has finally claimed his first real victim I bet he killed him somehow. Let's see, that was none of my appointed doctors. So, Silob. Let's see how Silob found his end. Really need to get that guy somehow under control. That woman. Where are you? Where's the combat log for that poor soul? Whatever. Actually, I probably don't really want to know how that all went together, came together. I only do know that we got to act on that. So, you know, Vutok, we're going to go on a fun little vacation. So, this is a new burrow. Here you go, Vutok. So, let's find that person. This is always the most annoying part, so we got to check out the full name. So, Vutok Imeshmafal. Alright, so that person will now be assigned to this wonderful burrow. And here, you know, it is just like that. It would be way too easy if you'd be able to get that down immediately. So here we go. So I'm assigning Vutok now to this little burrow, because these things, they this is turning into a catastrophe here. So, are you done by now? And the daggers of watching have returned. Okay, so turns out I bet there's going to be... So, oh great, you just totally wrecked the Chief Medical Dwarf of our fortress. Alright, Vutok, it's time to put an end to your doings. You have really brought enough pain to our fortress. Damn, that's pretty annoying. The entire hospital is full out of that incident. So, let's bring in a couple of extra beds. A petition. We have somebody who wants to soldier at our place. Alright. So, a human crossbowman. No thanks. I don't want no ranged people. Thank you. Not yet. Alrighty. So, geez. What a situation. I really, really dislike that. So, so many people here are stacked on top of each other? Holy crap. What was this guy doing? How? Alright, here, the good news that New Beast is somewhere else in town. I want to make sure that we really, really got enough people here on the orderlies task, you know? This is just a freaking nightmare, to put into friendly words. So, alright. Forgotten beasts are deucing it out. I'm mostly worried about them drowning, dying from dehydration and the like. So, but this is really crazy. This is just really, really crazy. Let's hope this all goes well. If not, well, Bukar will claim a few more souls tonight. Okay, let's check back with the combat block. So, Dungeon Domain still is not destroyed. Alright. We didn't claim anything. Well, we're going to send yet another squad and do our best to destroy this place for good. There we go. So, that burrow is not concerning Vutok in the least, isn't it? Good lord, I need to take care of this person here. Attend meeting, alright. How are you attending a meeting? Ah yeah, you cannot attend a meeting if you are bound to a burrow. I've already had that problem. Okay, so we're going to go for a... too bad. She's here now in the hospital, so, we're going to do some magic trick. You know, Wutok? Sometimes in life, walls are growing around you, and you don't know why. Sometimes strange things happen after you have punched the dozen people into the hospital all by your own. I wonder if the staircase was probably the culprit here, because I saw the whole combat was around the staircase. So I see a certain chance of this whole situation being also so problematic because people were falling down the stairs, you know? I wonder if that might have been the thing. Ah, Vutok just escaped. She did notice what I was up to, wasn't she? Alrighty, so let's see. Maybe the burrow trick will work. I'm so done with this person. I'm so done with this person. So, let's see. Vutox is, brilliant. So, the surgeon has left this, this room. Alright, Vutok, you know. That's that. We're done with you. Lock the door. This is as good as any death sentence could be. And we're going to open that door when we're sure that she has been dealt with. You know, that's sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do with these haggard dwarves. It's amazing how much damage she already did. And therefore, let's put an end to this. So we're going to lay down some... Yeah, well... Let's use some gold bars for this thing here. Why not? It's a royal tomb after all, so... Might as well be using that proper stuff here. Because that's one thing that's really, really worrying my noblemen. And we also need a weapon rack and a armor rack there. These things I did prepare, though. These things I did prepare. There we go. Somehow they managed to make 2 of these. How? Why? Well, I stopped asking these uncomfortable questions. And we'll continue building the city instead. So the new district here is going really, really well. And, well, let's see. The daggers of watching. Ah, they just returned. I was wondering when I wanted to check back on them. And they've just returned. So luckily nobody died of them. And Dungeon Domain still does exist. I don't know why and how that comes together. I mean, we somehow looted a polar bear quiver there. Alright. But, well, whatever. We're going to lance one more attack. I don't know why, what the actual conditions are to truly destroy one place. I somehow feel sometimes as if there's a certain trigger after so and so much damage has been done. But in all honesty, I ain't got no clue. I got no clue whatsoever how these things are working out for real. So, let's see. How is the hospital situation? So there's only Sazit still lying around. I mean... Oh, Sazit is full of infections. Alright. Oh yeah, we, let's see. We do have traction benches by now. I totally just forgot to construct them. Yeah, well. Whoopsie. So let's complete that thing here by putting another door on top of it. So the andesite blocks here are not yet hauled back into base, but that's okay. So I do remember that rhyolite and chert were running low as well, so Let's probably start gathering some of these as well. So, chert, rhyolite. Where was that rhyolite again? Here's the gold. Here's the granite. Quartzite. Where was that rhyolite again? Here's the slate. Nice. Gabbro. I feel as if I am already past the rhyolite layer. It's a nice yellowish thing. Ilmenite. And here we are. Past our usual depths, yeah. So, let's check back on that. Andesite. Rock salt. Gabbro. There's all the dolomite. Damn, where did my rhyolite come from? Oh man. That moment when you don't know your environment anymore. So there's the chert. Ah, here, on that layer. I mean, it seems as if we don't have that terribly much of that stuff available for us. Here. Ah, yeah, so basically the gold layer is composed of rhyolite. Okay, got it. So let's see, another mandate hits town, and another warhammer is supposed to be made. Alright, this guy loves his warhammers, doesn't he? So, at least the royal tomb is being made. Oh man. So, if I compare Electrum to gold, color-wise, I am always a bit disappointed with the vanilla, the unmodded look of gold. There is a mod that I love to use called Gold or Gold, which is fixing exactly that problem. And every time I look back at it, I keep being surprised about how unsatisfying vanilla gold looks like. It's just a boring shine, you know. Ah well, whatever. We got us the tomb for the Baron now. Let's sign that. And now the Baron of Brightness Portals is finally fully and truly happy, and we successfully destroyed Dungeon Domain with our last attack. Relentlessly we went down on these, and after we have plundered the last copper cage and the last kangaroo leather bag, that place finally was no more. So, Nightmare Seers, that's going to be the next place we're raising. So, just like we did plan, we're going through with it. So, there's hematite here. Wonderful, wonderful. So, more iron is here to be found. Let's assign that just right away as an automatic job. Because I personally love to have these things managed in quick time. And, oh yeah, look at that. Cage traps. Cage traps not full. That's a clear sign that we are supposed to do something about this. So let's send the inky howls after the Crundles that are loitering around here. There's just way too many of these. Every time. There's just that Crundle infestation. So this is actually where your Forgotten Beasts can be super handy. Because as a matter of fact, this is just a pesky job, you know? It takes forever for my military to slay them. And at the same time, there's even some risk involved. Because as a matter of fact, when they're fighting right next to water or something like that, there's a decent chance that that they just drown because they fall into water like the dumb dwarves that they sometimes tend to be. And yeah, so ain't no fun to kill Crundles. And it's pretty cool when you have a Forgotten Beast eating that stuff for you. But, well, we don't have that luck. Not this time. This time we have Crundles all over the place. Speaking about Crundles, let's see. I've prepared this room here, and it's time to make some Electrum chains, I'd say. Something beautiful, you know? Yeah, electrum chains. Why electrum chains, you might ask yourself? Because electrum chains can be used for the prison and for the execution of prisoners, so we can make we can do this can use these in both ways. The thing is, valuable chains are awesome for prison cells because this way the your people will be like, oh, look at this wonderful chain in my prison. It's made of such magnificent materials. Look at the crafts dwarf ship, and they forget most of their prison stay like that. Anyways, how's life, Vutok? Hungry and dehydrated. Yeah, well, don't you worry. It's gonna be over soon. I'm so done with her. Such a, it's been such a painful thing with her. Alrighty, but whatever. She's gonna be with Wukar in no time. Goodo. So, the Daggers of Watching have returned from another successful attack. The dwarves were struck down? That ain't good. So, here we have a blind monster. That sounds... Dwarf's neck was smashed. Alright, so... Turns out Nightmare Seers seems to have some... well, some specialties for them. So we've actually lost soldiers for good. So this place... it's hard to tell what that exactly was. You know, Blind Beast is... the game does so many procedural generated things. And this is either a demon or an undead creature. Whatever might be the case, we just lost some of Oz, and this is always a sad thing. Especially, I expect that their gear is lost as well. All that's left are these ugly freaking beak dogs everywhere. Damn. I thought we got rid of them. Are there still more of these? Take care of them. I don't want them. Alright. So... yeah, I'm a little bit shocked here. You see me still shocked. Our conquest was going so fine, and then some real enemies showed up. So... I mean, the Daggers of Watching, they are not really that much of a legendary squad, you know. Tragically enough, they now lost their some of their most skilled people, so this is going to be even a tad bit worse on top of that, I'd say. But well, we will endure. But this still means that this place will be a bit of a problem for us. So, I'm not sure how to handle that as of yet. I'm pretty sure we will find a solution and an answer. Until then, well, we have to take it slowly, I'd say. The Inky Howls are, in my humble opinion, not the squad that I want to send for any further adventures here, simply because of the reason I need a squad to defend the surface layers, you know, the bottom layers. I need these guys to be there for the Forgotten Beasts swarming into our fortress and the like. So another mandate for earrings has been made. Now that's seriously some easy task. So yeah, it is. I'd say it is about time that we're lighting up the smelters yet again. First of all, we're going to process all the lignite and the bituminous coal that we got. Then we're going to make more pig iron, more steel, because, you know, we are not done yet. We have unearthed new veins of hematite, so therefore we are perfectly able to muster just another delivery. And as it is now, war means losses. and therefore we also need to have replacement gear for those we are losing. So yeah, turns out situation isn't as easy as I wanted it to be, but that's delightful, isn't it? So we're going to go deeper down that rabbit hole, but not for today, my friends. For today, we're just going to dig out some more dolomite for future steel productions, and all that's left is to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave me your comments down below. Leave me your condolences for the brave members of the Daggers of Watching, and hopefully next time we're going to continue slaughtering some of these gobs. I somehow feel obliged now to make more gear and more of everything, because it seems as if or steel gear alone is not enough. What we need are more people. So, thumbs up on that video if you enjoyed. Your help there goes a long way in making things more visible. And of course, consider subscribing. It helps so much for the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. And if you hit that bell button, you even get notified when something new is being released from my side. But enough of the adverts. I thank you for watching. Feel free to come again and have a wonderful day.